Mama Akwaba, what friend me, Adjoa searching Mesro. Now was subscribe to my channel. Near notification bell also for more news.
Homosexuality. In Ghana Calibishop Conference, here, Omanpenina and Rano, Uti Omanpenina, he said it in front of them. Or say, we don't even need to legislate it. Number one, we don't even need to legislate it. The China say, the Ghana Cali Bishops Conference for Sheno, I am expecting the Ghana Cali Bishops Conference led by Osofupanyin Matthew Jenfi, Archbishop of Sunyane, to know this very well. I was even expecting that in front of him, say Papa, and they say now can. Also, we don't even need to legislate it. Just say, "No, kwasi a share homra." Ne mum si yeko ye basic schools ne share se ko church wo schools a. Chese, chese saa de ne nye dey ye mfo so. One who politician. One who John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency. Me can say same way. Said the John Dramani Mahama that we know yesterday is the same John Dramani Mahama today. But he say
on not just only 24 hours, he couldn't. He is always breeding people that will cause chaos. And that is why the question is, did we vote for chaos and hooliganism? Because that is what they're showing. Spearheaded by John Dramani Mahama. Don't see him as a peaceful guy. He's a very dangerous guy. In 2020, he went and signed the peace pact. Didn't he sign? He signed. But till date, he was not able to congratulate Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Till date. But on the Ninia Baobia, or Pegan, a year no passing 20, or consider man, no, I am a funo. Oh, yes, Mahama Semna making. Why am a funo? So be a John this no Gina, and Yana de were finishing or by a press conference. But a Koya didn't have been the 9 year John Mahama Day. Such a demonic guy, the Assemblies of God, a Katan who did deep on it, and people are going after it. I say, Mahama is some alternative. Because said the concrase, or catching crasse for say, ye be ye, oh, be she a fua, sebe, Baumia bejo, and we see a tax. And we see a tax. Now, when them professor, they are all kind of throw, now so just to get vote. Now, there, Yana say. Back to my first thing. Ominya votes na dia no mode. They do nothing with it. Now, nini na no it serves MPP right. Let me come there. Just for a little bit. It serves MPP right because MPP is the only political party that because of onuankasa ni internet no or beto tio di amanetamfo so onfambo ni nkuno. Inti be that. MPP does that. They do that. What idea be an card bebuano, a boy we crown on kind now radio on fire, Talono Croc or that you see. But you see, when I came here in March, I told you something about NDC and we all laughed. But it is true. Senior, if an NDC man steals 30 pesos, or be making sure say, or be check 30 pesos, no more be a then, or be any beardy. Eti ye bodia a common nara, and Tokaba Swa yen in Abakakon. But yeah, MPP for no, a bin by a nim fe. Oh, me, oh, be okay. Scanish a hoe, no, they are just having a baby. Utie, now I am strong. Now, say, I didn't know Buabano, well, lose where you know. Now, I feel you almost push can oh, we keep killing our own self. Because no government did the work Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo did. It is never true. Mamo be another. A Juma and another day, me say, NDC for no crane, Onyamia Duma Mobile Power. Fa Omo a record from 2017. Did you hear them talk about economy? 2016, their message was what? Nation builder, infrastructure king. Then we came to see, said, most of the projects they were ghost projects. Not just what you say. So now they could, in 2020, they could no longer use the economy. And neither could they use the infrastructure king. Because at that time, NPP has launched what they call the delivery tracker. So now we could see what has been done and what hasn't been done. And that is why it exposed them. So if you watch her, the only message NDC carried into the 2020 election was nepotism. That is all they did. Show me one message. There was nothing. And again, this absolute power, I'm telling everybody who is watching me this afternoon and say, this is not the first time they have been given the power. The issue is, what do they do with the power when they get it? I can say some of them. Under Jerry John Rawlings, he had power, but we're in the worst economic shape ever. To the point where we were HIPIC. You understand? We have to join the HIPIC initiative for our debts to be forgiven. Because he came from military to become a civilian. And throughout those 19 years, Ghana didn't rise to nothing. Until the gentleman called President Kufuor came on board. And we started hearing Ghana's name climbing up economically. Before Kufuor was leaving, a price of cement at that time was 8 cedi. Okay? 8 cedi. When Mahama was leaving office, it was 35 if you are in the city, and then 34 and 32 if you are in the outer lands. But today they are telling us that after 8 years, it is 95 cedis, and therefore they've never heard that before. They don't even talk about baby and you free. Amona and you them, yet to climb your baby draw. And I tell you, it is only 20%. Any economist person in NDC, I'm ready to even debate Adongo and all of them and ask them, say, apart from 2022, all the shocks our country came bare. Every indicator that was going negative, they managed to bring it to positive. So NDC should show us when something was negative and they were able to bring it to positive. None. They want the power. But all the power no more. What do they do with it? Just recently, see how they were talking about Nkrumah this, Nkrumah that. And that day I wept. Yeah, I was in Canada and I wept because I was looking at it like, Tobo as you. Nkrumah na ni legacy ni na no. Mo NDC for na beton yeno. And then the Nkrumah yemu hero. What kind of stupid people are we trying to raise in Ghana? Who brought Diversity Implementation Act? PNDC, NDC. What is the Diversity Implementation Act? Mami, Diversity Implementation Act, the dear can say, Abayin human wohono, yay, abayin yen to me, this year, the man private for Ezanity. Hotel your mind, Lancaster Hotel, a golden tulip. It was for the state. Royal ambassador, they say, somebody and then Kimpiski and as a Debbie, a Marconet, they say, is Kimpiski, and then there's the next one. Moving pick. All these were properties that were for Ghana, that would have helped Ghana. NDC, because of mismanagement, have to sell it. You know the bad thing about it? Even if they had sold it to Ghanaians, that would have been all right. Why? Because Broni Wieska, or the Tinani Krum Nodi, Unkodini baby. Until the beer jument, watching a crowd at the end of the day, no, or the IABB. But NDC sold these Nkrumah properties to the Lebanese, to the white, to everybody. Isn't that what they did? They didn't sell for the Ghanaians because they didn't think that Ghana needs to property, no, to rise it. NDC nim pese or how to fish so that you yourself can go and find your daily bread. Or pese de biano or no count kwasi ho. Na also son kakra de tumenum. And sadly, their members loves us openo. And they will kill for that. How do you tell me you love Nkrumah? Yet all the factories and companies that actually was going to lift Nkrumah was sold by you. Only before. So I just say because before be am part the pa. Because one catch them say, near war Black Star Line ships near the ade and ameboa. Na say who to me at the one such a crata say yen ton sa Ghana japade ni na. Na nde the same person to me can say John we on the Achimata Forest ashim. Na Ghana for to the actually. Ghana for to the actually and to me and misa sabi NDC for say yo yate na Nkrumah factories. a sutuare juice factory, you want a Bosso glass factory, Bonsa ties, all these things, Commander Sugar Factory and all of that. You killed it. It's not MPP that killed it. It is MDC that killed it. And this was Nkrumah's legacy. So how the fuck does the same person today come and tell me, say, he rather loves Nkrumah than us that has kept his legacy there? Like I said, every vote we do has an implication. And that implication is going to be seen very soon. She said, Yako Coalition Center. Na yekoto aba meboa na easy because of to me a yen Ghana for ni na ade ama nti where yi ne nkrofo say yen kohwa aba so na yenya obi Sam George aye ne sese kurikuri a yankom condensed milk yankom no wa ye na fu oto ni na round o have you seen Sam George? He looks like a case 5 ball round bi ube me se metune so Sam George mu say abonu totas me am ka me kire wo wa ye round say ball. Now, kwasi asemiti sa kwasi aboy.